and then in front of the helicopter, and also underneath the helicopter. When going
Alright, so
around
we're
the
doing
helicopter,
training right
you
now.
always go around the front. Don't ever go around the back.
This
Always stay where the
is the
pilot can see you.
trainees.
Never go in front of the guns. You guys are gonna learn here in a minute or here in a couple, well, here in a little bit how to offload, and it'll make sense on the offloading procedure. But you always want to stay out of the way of the machine guns because their main priority is to protect the helicopter. And if you guys get in the way of that, there could be potential friendly fire incidents there. But just scenario, imagine that the blades are moving. You'll always approach the Huey here from the side. You'll never approach it from the front, obviously, because it's the danger area. So you'll go into your crouch position. Who here is the squad lead? Or if that's even been assigned yet.
I don't think so.
Not yet.
No. Okay.
Figure it out when they line back up. You.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, starting where I'm at, go ahead and get into a single file line behind me. I mean, like facing this way, not behind me. I'm sorry, in front of me. Well, all right, Dr. Danger, you're the squad lead. So, you guys want to get in the crouch position? So, as a squad lead, Dr. Danger, your job when approaching a helicopter
I know what that is.
well, your job as a squad lead is to know how many packs, including yourself, are going to be boarding the helicopter. Because whenever a helicopter touches down, you're going to be met by a crew chief just like this outside of the danger areas of the rotors. And the first thing they're going to ask is, how many packs do you have to load? And that's when you would say, 1, 2, 3, 4,
9
5,
and
6, 7,
8,
9.
including myself.
Yep. So you'll say 9 packs total, and then I will relay that information to my pilot over there, Chief Warrant Officer 2 Sticky, and I will say, hey, got 9 packs, looking aboard.
Green light to board.
He'll give me the green light to board you guys, and that's when we'll proceed to the helicopter in the kneeling position. And then as the squad lead, you will stand right here on the back end of the doors here, and you will count your squad members in to the helicopter. And then once you guys get into the helicopter, you guys are gonna try to move to the other side to make room, but you're gonna be given a number by your squad lead. You are to repeat that number and then remember it. So go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, you guys. Elk, go.
So Elk, you'll be number 1.
Number 2. Number 3.
Sure you're repeating back your numbers.
Yep, repeat your numbers.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Okay, I need you guys to follow me around the front side. If you don't all.
No, you're good. Stay in your crouch position. You come around the front if you need to. Stay close to the nose, and you'll come over on this side. And then just remember your number. So, obviously, Razik will be number 6.
Number 6. Number 7, go in.
Make sure you guys are remembering your number or repeating your numbers when he gives them to you.
8.
Number 8. Okay.
Yep. And then you're number 9. So, as the squad lead, since you're the last person to get on, you'll say last man on. And that'll let me and the pilot know that everyone's on, which I think all the seats are full.
Yep. I know that for a fact.
So, good job, guys. We'll do that one more time. So, one at a time, you guys just get off. That way, don't do it all at once so you guys don't lag out.
Yeah, don't do that. You guys don't want to lag out.
Yep, and then go back over there in that line, and we'll do it one more time, then we'll get on our way.
Back it up. Back it up.
Yep, you guys want to be outside of the danger area of the rotors.
Keep backing. Right there.
Alrighty, this is good. Getting a single file. Alright, Mr. Danger, how many folks you got?
9 packs.
Chief got 9 packs looking to board. Alright, man, you clear the load.
I'm not even an infantry, but granted, I've been doing this for a while.
Number 1, go in.
Elk 1.
Number 2, go in.
Number 2.
Number 3, get in.
Sweet.
Number 4, get in.
Number 4. Oh. Oh.
Okay. Number 5, get in. Right there at the last seat. You 3, you're gonna come with me, follow me around the front side of the nose.
Good job, fellas. Just be sure to stick clear to this nose here. Whenever you go around the front,
How many
or
is,
stay close to the
okay.
nose.
It is number 6.
6.
Yep. Number
Smoke,
7,
you're number
get in.
7.
And number 8, can you get in
Is
or no?
full. No.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We
Yeah, you have to get on that other
packs.
side, but. Oh man, do we got an extra? Nope,
You
we got a
okay?
free seat over here. Milk, pop over here.
What's going on?
Okay.
You got a stomach ache?
Alright, well, how do you want to do
What's
this,
up?
Chief?
Talk to me.
The being an extra.
We're gonna split them up half an hour.
What's wrong with your toe then?
Alrighty.
Let's go ahead and go through discounting procedures. So they know.
Number 1,
You-
dismount.
No.
Hold on.
Yep, you guys just
Oh,
stay
okay.
on there. Danger, I just want you to observe.
Okay.
Alright, so whenever we go to land, well, during the flight, you'll get a 1-minute warning, and then you'll get a 30-second warning. You'll hear that. I mean, the pilot will announce it, and then everyone else in the helicopter should announce it, so that everyone knows. But once we touch down, you're going to get out of the helicopter. Once you're given the green light by the pilot, you don't get out until you hear a green light. But you're gonna get out. You're gonna take 3 paces out, and you're gonna lay down. And you're just gonna provide like a cover almost just outside the helicopter, doing kind of like a half circle.
Yep.
Or 360 usually by
Yep.
the door, from the doors, and to pretty much you get like one right about here, then another one out here, another one over here, and
Just
another
to-
one over here. You
Just
don't wanna
imagine
go
that you
back,
guys are
never
securing a perimeter on this side of the helicopter. You're just
Well,
covering this
and
entire
high.
side.
You, and they never
Little-
want to go past this.
Nope.
Like never past this point. Never.
Correct. A little caveat to what Mr. Q's saying is you're going to get off exactly how you got on. So if your number is 1, it will say 1 out when you get the green light. And it'll be 2 out about 2 seconds later. Then it'll go to 3 after that next 2 seconds, so on and so forth. Everybody understand?
Roger.
Alright, so what do we do? So I'm flying you guys into the LZ and you hear the 1-minute call. What do you all do?
1 minute.
I gotta go eat.
I heard
We repeat
one
it.
person do it. I need everybody to do it. Motivation, boys, motivation.
Yep. That one guy had it. Everyone say you gotta go eat.
So
Nope.
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute.
There you go.
1 minute.
30.
30 seconds.
30
30
seconds.
seconds. 30 seconds.
Alright, remember boys, when you guys get that green light call from whoever your pilot is, it'll be 1 out, 2 out, 3 out, 4 out. Don't do it immediately. Wait till you hear the guy in front of you going first. And then count about a second or 2 seconds. So green light, go. So 1 out.
1 out.
2 out.
There you go.
3 out.
3. There you go.
This is looking good. Skip
5
for
out.
the number, whoever the guy left.
6 out.
8 out.
There you go. Yeah.
Awesome. One little last caveat. You guys need to be a little bit further from the helicopter. There you go. So guys on the left side, so Milk, Havoc, and Frost. That's perfect. And you guys over here, Elk and Hombre, you're going to go up a little bit more forward, because remember we're doing like a little crescent shape. There you go. Perfect. That's what we want to see when you guys get out of these helicopters. All
This
right,
looks
everybody
awesome,
tracking.
fellas.
Tracking.
All right, form back up.
Well, Chief, now we have exactly 8.
Yep. Hold on. Let me go see.
Oh, open. Behind me, guys. Milk, come on. Single file line. Make it straight.
I'm 2.
You guys are doing good. No, this time we're gonna load and we'll get on our way. We're gonna wait for the Chief to get back.
Just gonna let you know. Is it huge?
Yeah, whatever you want to say, man. I don't care.
Just let you know, I know how to do this. I used to be one of you guys a long time ago. Just coming
Nice,
back.
man. You gonna be at 15T again?
Nope, I used to be 68 whiskey for Voodoo and Noble before
Nice.
I left. Means I know what I'm doing.
Well, the fuck you don't need me then.
We're gonna go ahead
Yeah, I
and
know.
run it live. Unless they want another practice run.
No, we're ready to go.
Okay, stay there,
Alright.
stay there. 2,
So,
3, 4, 8.
chapter started.
Alright. Crouch position, fellas.
Yeah, it's on the SRB for some reason.
Alright, Mr. Danger, how many people you got?
8 packs.
Make sure you put an SRB for that. That's okay, Alpine. Just make sure Ryan knows so that way we can take him up to the advice to do not finish.
Hang on 1 second. Chief's got 8 packs looking board. Green light, fellas.
Number 1, get in.
Number 1.
Hombre, 1.
Number 2, get in. Number 3, get in.
Repeat these
Number
numbers,
4,
fellas.
get in.
Number 4.
Okay, get in. Come on, follow me. Number 5, get in.
Number 5.
That was
Number
it.
6, get in.
Number 7.
7, get in.
Please do not close my doors.
Last man, last man. Last man.
Last man, Chief.
Firm, last man, go ahead and take 6.
Hang on, give me 1 second. Got him. You want to?
Alright, Mustang 1, 2,
Roger, clear on the 1-8, clear for a south departure. Tower, I'll be leaving your airspace, departing to the south. You have a good day.
Confirm, Mustang 1, 2, happy counting.
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute, April.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Thirty seconds.
30
seconds.
seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Hey, guys.
Green light.
All
Green
right.
light.
Dr.
Green light,
Danger,
one out.
1 off.
Number 2.
2 off. 3 off.
Keep going. Come on. Keep crawling.
7 off. All packs are out.
All right, trainees, over to the classroom. Let's move.
Follow him, boys. Follow him. Follow him. Follow me. Follow the tables front to back.
Myro, do you have anybody join while I was gone? I have 8 people. I don't have familiar. Elk left and
What's up for us, my buddy?
And then who's the new
Yeah.
guy?
You're my battle buddy now.
Familiar Mel.
All right. Welcome to the 82nd Airborne Military Simulation Unit, Airborne Integration Course, also known as AIC. We're here to teach you the basics of how our unit functions and show you how to become a contributing member to the unit in regards to add-ons that we have make to experience what it is. We're not here to degrade you, bully you, or any outrageous negative behavior. You will have some instruction that will speak to you in stern voice, in a stern voice. But they should never yell at or scream. Understand that we have worked hard to where we have come and look to ensure that nothing changes in that fact. You have already been shown some of the interesting add-ons that we use in this game. Again, gentlemen, we do not have any mods right now, so, if you're a PlayStation, you'll see soon, okay? The remote function is a fun tool, but please use tools unless told otherwise. Please refrain from using it as it can be a distraction. You'll receive 2 warnings. The 3rd time you'll be asked to leave. We ask for your absolute best, not only in AIC, but if you make it past AIC, into the fighting forces. Dedication, discipline, and hunger for improvement are the cornerstones of success in our unit. We as cadre are here to teach you and give you all the tools to be successful. There may be times that you're pushed to the limit, but we do our best to teach you the basics to be able to function as a member and get to the point of being able to learn more as you move through your journey in this unit. We want to mold you into the best version of yourself, both as an individual and a member of this team. Welcome to AIC. We look forward to working with you, assisting you to achieve your goals. Gentlemen, there's one more thing. If you see anybody dressed like me, you'll refer to them as cadre. Anybody else who isn't dressed as us, you can refer them as sir, ma'am. And if you don't know their rank, you may ask them, just politely ask, hey, I do not know your rank. Would you mind identifying yourself? And they'll identify you. You will call them by sergeant, corporal, whatever they are. Good to go?
Good to go.
Yep.
Kraken. Yes, Cadre.
All right. What am I? Cadre, right? What are those? What are the two gentlemen below?
Cadre.
Cadre.
Kill. All right. Cadre Pyro.
How we doing today, gents? We all good?
Good.
All good,
I want to
Cadre.
apologize for the late start and get you guys in here. Like, we had some logistical issues, but we are going to try to not waste your guys' time to get this done as fast as possible. I apologize. We had some issues come up, and we fixed them, and we're going to get you guys going. Alright, we're going to start off with some just basic customs and courtesies and some rank structure, some super basic stuff here. Alright, so they already brought up the emote feature. You PlayStation guys haven't seen it yet, but it sounds like you guys will be soon. But for you Xbox and PC players, there are emotes we use, and there are certain ones like at ease, attention, and stuff like that we use in the milsim. All we ask is that you just don't abuse them. Just use them as we all play with them, have fun, but in certain situations, just be mindful of what you're using and where you're using it. Just out of respect, like don't go tapping on people's shoulders because it vibrates the screen, just stuff like that. Alright. So, any officers you see, you will refer to them as sir or ma'am. Nothing different, they are sir or ma'am. And then you salute them, do all that. That's pretty self-explanatory. When you get to the chief warrant officers, they can either refer to as sir or ma'am, or you can refer to them as chief, one or the other. And for any of these, if you don't know somebody's rank, don't be afraid to ask them so you can properly address them. They're not going to get upset if you ask them so they can properly be addressed. And then for your enlisted ranks, private through private first class will all be labeled as private. That's super easy. Then once you get to E4 specialist, it'll be either specialist or corporal. And then once you get to the sergeant ranks, E5 up to E7, you refer to them as sergeant, which will be your E5, which is basic sergeant, and then you have your E6, which is staff sergeant, and then once you hit E7, sergeant first class. Once you hit E8, first sergeant and up to command sergeant major, you will refer to them as first sergeant and command sergeant major. It's all pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy. Alright, now, our command structures for the brigade. Brigade commander is Colonel Ranger, and I'm sure you've seen his name in pub chats, so you might have seen him floating around a bit. He is brigade commander. He is our big dog. That is the man that is making this all possible. Our brigade executive officer is Major Doc Brock, which he's floating around here somewhere. And our brigade command sergeant major is Command Sergeant Major Legionary. For our brigade support battalion, our BSB, their battalion commander is Major Airseller. They don't have an executive officer at this time. And the battalion command sergeant major, Sergeant Major Nemesis, which I know you've seen him probably floating around the pubs and everything. That is a sergeant major in the milsim. And now for the battalion command structure, battalion commander is Major RP Homie, which he was floating around in here too a little bit ago. Our battalion executive officer is Captain Rig Pig. And our battalion command sergeant major is Command Sergeant Major Sandspasm. Any questions on any of that?
Negative, Padre.
No.
Fucking sweet. Alright. Now we're gonna jump into the next topic, some basic squad level leadership and attacks. Does anybody happen to know the 5 principles of patrolling? Just out of curiosity.
I do not.
Copy, no biggie, don't. I always like to ask, as some people do. Alright, your 5 principles of patrolling are planning, recon, security, control, and common sense. Probably the biggest one of them all. Does anybody need me to deep dive on any of those for you?
Can you please deep dive in all of them, Cadre?
Copy that. So, your first one, planning. It's just the overall plan of what's going on. You want to have a good plan in place for whatever objective it is, whether you're attacking, defending, taking out a high value target. You want a good set plan. But to do that is one of the next steps. You got to have a good recon. You got to know what's there, who's there, what they're doing, what kind of equipment they have, so you know what kind of stuff you need. Because anytime you attack or you go after something, you want to always have it 3-to-1 over the enemy, if at all possible. You want to try to outnumber them. So you want to know ahead of time what you're going to need and what you're going to need to do. And then your security, basically that one is kind of self-explanatory. Security, like, what are you going to need to keep everybody safe there? Are you going to need air support for security? Are you going to need an extra unit on the ground pulling perimeter security while you do something? Stuff like that. Control. How much control are you going to have over the situation if it goes to hell? Are you going to be able to keep control and keep the fight going, or is it something where you're going to lose control and dip? Is that all making sense?
Hey, first, Cadre.
And then the common sense one just kind of goes into everything, just common sense on it, right? Just basically, just look at what's in front of you and just think for a second. That's all it is. It's just know what the situation is, know what's around you, and just think for about 30 seconds. If things start getting crazy, just take a breath and just think. Because common sense in this job will save you 99% of the time. People think I'm crazy for saying that, but it does. All those making sense to you?
Tracking.
Yes.
Sweet. Next, we have the 3 Ds. Distance, description, and direction. Now, these are probably the most important things I'm going to talk about right now. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're just on a patrol, if you're doing security. It doesn't matter. The 3 Ds are important. The first D is distance. You always want to know how far it is from you. Like, let's say there's an enemy firing at you from the trees. You want to try to get a very good distance on that and relay it down the line. Description. What is shooting at you? What do you see? And it doesn't even mean that somebody's shooting at you. Let's say you're on patrol and you see a building in the distance. Throw out a distance, throw out what you see, and then throw out where it's at. The 3 Ds literally are going to be, everything you do is going to depend on the 3 Ds. Next, we are going to talk about the salute report. And this goes into the recon side of the 5 principles of patrolling. So your salute report, the S, size. How big is the unit that you see there? How many do you see? Is it a brigade? Is it a company? Is it a platoon? Give your best guess for what you see at the location. Activity. What are they doing? Are they building up fortifications? Are they reinforcing? Are they moving troops in from the rear to reinforce an area? Are they just doing a patrol? What are they training? What are they doing? Location. Pretty simple. Where are they at? What grid coordinates are they at? That one is pretty self-explanatory. Unit. This one you might not know unless you know ahead of time. Let's say you've got some special forces, like some crazy Spetsnaz or some in the area. You might not know what unit's there, but do your best to describe what you see. Time, what time of day it is. And another thing with time too, let's say you're doing a recon, and every time something major happens or something shifts, write down that time and pass it up. Try to give a good description of what is happening at every point in time. And equipment. What kind of equipment do they have? Do they have anti-aircraft? Do they have BTRs? Do they have tanks? What do they got? What are we going to be going up against? What should we bring with us? Everybody tracking on all those? Any questions?
Tracking.
Got it.
Nope.
Yes.
Perfect. All right, first two topics are done. Who's ever got the next one? It's all yours. Should be the formations, gas, and CQB, right?
Oh, good to go. Hey, before we get started real quick, Familiar Milk, what's your MOS?
My what?
Your MOS, your job. What are you trying to do in the unit? Infantry, medic, crew chief? Infantry? Alright, and are you buddy system?
Did you guys go over customs and courtesies?
The buddy system?
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and what's your
I already
console?
did all that.
PlayStation.
Alright, sweet.
I did forget to mention the one thing you said, though. I just
Yeah,
realized that.
that's why I'm
so
gonna jump
sorry.
up here. Hey, gents. I'm gonna just talk to you guys real fast before they continue on. I'm Doc Brock. I'm the second in charge of the entire Milsim here. I just want to talk to you guys real fast. One, come in here, have a good time. You know, we take this seriously, but not so serious that it's going to be a burden to you guys. We want you guys to have fun first and foremost. Second thing, family, real life, everything else outside of this game comes first and foremost. If you guys need to step away for whatever reason because you got a lot of shit going on in life, perfectly fine. Just communicate. Second thing, or excuse me, third thing. If for whatever reason you guys ever come to a point where you feel like the 82nd isn't the place for you anymore, hey, we get it. You know, some people just don't like the way we do things. It doesn't click. You don't got time. Don't just up and leave the Discord. You know, shoot someone a message. Be like, hey, man, like I'm gonna leave for this, that, or reason. You know, we do have our fair share amount of people who are under the age of 18 here, but for the most part, majority of us are adults. Like I said, just have the common courtesy to let someone know that you're going to bounce out of here, so that way we're tracking and not having to like hunt things down or things like that. And if you feel like you need to leave because you're having an issue with someone, something, or whatever, bring it up. We're all easygoing people. We're willing to work with you. We want to make this place better. And if there's an issue going on, we want to know about it so that way we can address it. And like I said, make this place better. Outside of that, like I said, have fun, get through this AIC. This is probably some of the like more grueling shit that you guys will ever have to do here, but that's just because we want you guys to come in here and be able to function as part of the team right off the bat instead of having guys take hours and hours to explain things to you. Obviously, we're not expecting you guys to get this on the first go about. But if you guys have questions, never be afraid to ask questions. I will always tell you that if you don't know how to do something, I would rather you ask me 6,000 times rather than act like you know it and mess something up. Go have fun, and hopefully we'll see you guys out there during operations and trainings. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks.
Alright guys, we're
Alright,
going to cover formations and stuff. Cadre Riot, let's get over here out into the open. Follow me.
Yes, Cadre, let's go.
Yeah, just line it up right here facing me. Single file.
Cadre Pyro.
Single file, one line, facing me, like this.
What's our current road coordinates?
Alright. So first things we're going to cover is LDA and ODAs. An LDA is a linear danger area, right? So a road, a stream, a river, something like that, right? So say there's a road right here. You're patrolling, you run into it.
God, you're gonna make me pull this
That's
out.
an LDA, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to station security. So you're going to have one guy near side left, one guy near side right. And then once they're set, other two guys are going to cross the road. Do the same thing over here, right? That's your close security and your far security. Everybody else is going to file through, and then when the last man goes through, you're going to say last man, all right? And that lets the security over here know, hey, it's my time to go, right? All right. Everybody tracking on that?
Tracking Quadro.
All right.
Yes,
Do you want to
Quadro.
practice it, or you think you got it?
Let's practice.
All right. Let's practice. I'm going to assign Frost. You're the team lead. You just ran into a road. What do you do?
Okay.
Call up the LDA, right?
1 second, I get called.
No problem.
With no numbers. That is fantastic.
Okay. Did he call something?
All right. So let's say he called out LDA set security, right? So first two guys, what do you do?
LDA, so you go right here and split it.
Yep. And leave a little space, so you'll be right over here. The other way. Imagine the road is kind of perpendicular to it. Right? And then everybody else, you're going to wait for that far side to set up. Alright, you're going to call set. Alright. And then you guys file through. And last man, you let these guys know when it's their time to get up and go. And that is how you cross an LDA. Alright, any question, guys?
So you just call set. The first guy in line, the squad leader calls it.
Well, typically it's whoever sees it, but technically it would be like your squad lead or your platoon lead, whoever's in charge, will say set the LDA.
Alright.
But you'll get more into that when you get with your infantry. This is just the basics, all right? So everybody fall back over here. All right. The other type of danger area is an open danger area, right? Big ass field, big parking lot, something like that, right? Where you got no security, nothing to hide behind. So with that, we're going to change up our formation, and it's kind of the same idea, but you get across that ODA as quickly as possible, and you cover all sectors, right? So you're ready for anything.
I'm back.
All right, so across a road, an LDA, a river, anything like that, we're going to set up formation, pop through, keep going, right? ODA, big-ass field, we're going to set security, so we might change into a wedge, something like this right here. That way we can cover any direction, because we don't know if we're going to get hit when we're crossing this field, all right? Everybody tracking?
Tracking Quadro.
Yep.
Yes, Cadre.
All right, perfect. Now we're going to cover the formations. Anybody tell me what this formation is right here, number one on the right?
That single file.
Right. Yep, we call it a ranger file or a column. Alright, so anybody know when this would be best to be used?
If you were like walking into a helicopter, like a building.
Yep, think bigger picture, like types of patrols, forest, perfect, there you go. Where you can't see shit, nobody can see you, and you're just trying to make speed, right? Alright, now, what is this one right here? We already talked about it.
It's a wedge.
That's a wedge, right?
Oh, yep. That is correct.
So this allows you coverage, security, all directions. So that's what you want to get into. Say you're getting close to the target. You don't know if you're going to run into a patrol. You don't know what direction, right? All right, move it down to the left. All right, anybody know what this one is?
No.
All right, this is a line. So this is, we're at the target. We're ready to attack. We're all going to get all line, get all our firepower facing one way. Makes sense? All right,
Yes.
so this is what we use when we know where the enemy is, we know where we need to shoot, and we need everybody facing the same way. Yes. Who asked the question? All right, never mind. All right, I want everybody over here. We're gonna go over the last formation. So say we got a ways to travel, right? We're walking down the road. We're gonna do a staggered column. So everybody come over here. Danger, you're right up here. And you're gonna stagger, zigzag, and leave space to your right and left. All right, pull it out this way if you need to. Alright. Now, Danger, when you look to your right, Bad Armor, when you look to your left, you should see nobody, right? You want, this is a staggered column. You want space on the other side, alright? So if you see someone next to you, move forward. Here, come up here. You're gonna be right here. Zigzag. Ombre here. Alright. Razak, you're gonna move forward, or whoever's over here, right? Zigzag. Now, anybody know why we leave the space on the other side?
I'm not gonna
No friendly fire.
That's right. So this is good for walking down a road and you don't know, you may have a long ways to go, so you don't want to be in a wedge, but you don't know, you might get attacked from the left or right. Yes.
There is one more thing that you're missed.
Yeah, what's up?
There is vehicles or tanks or anything like that too that comes down. You have to be on either side to not get hit or get ran over.
That's correct. You guys hear him in the back?
Confirm.
Yeah,
Alright, so for road, anything comes down the road, Jeep, vehicle, tank, you got cover, right? You can dive right into the bushes over here, you can go that way, and you can survive and fight. Alright. But everybody understands, you look to your left, you look to your right, and you're able to fire, right? You're not shooting your buddy in the back. That's what this is good for.
Correct.
Right, so, contact right, 100 meters, what do you do?
Call it.
No, danger, stay in formation. You call it out, right? And then you repeat it so the guys in the back can hear you. So somebody just walked up on us. So somebody calls out contact right, 100 meters. Everybody turns right. Look at that. You guys are all ready to kill. Nobody's in the way. So that's why you maintain formation, right? We might have 40 guys, 50 guys. So if you're moving around in your formation, you're gonna get shot in the back, right? That's why we have it like this. All right, everybody back up. Tell me one of the formations we got, Frost.
Wedge.
Wedge, correct. Ombre, what's another one?
Ranger file.
Ranger file, right. Havoc, what's the formation we run? Milk, help them out.
Line, sorry.
Line, right. What's the last one?
Scattered.
Staggered column?
Stagger wedge.
Staggered column. That's what we're in right now, right? Alright, good to go. Everybody fall back together. Caddy, you want to take them back and do land nav now, or just do gas and CQB?
We can do
Alright, yeah. Guys, back to the classroom. We're going to do some land nav stuff.
We can do the CQB and gas real quick. It'll be quicker.
Alright,
Yeah.
Alright, everybody over here.
Any riot over here?
Yep.
Use this building right here, this entrance.
Good to go. Alright, school circle up around me, boys.
Outside, guys.
We're gonna talk about gas real quick.
Any of you guys encountered gas in the pubs yet? Or another server?
No.
Nah.
Alright, well, we got two types of gas.
I have many times.
Yeah. What's the colors?
What I remember is usually yellow and
Yep.
red. is the
Yep.
last
And
one
what's
I
the difference?
One knocks you out and one kills you.
Yep. You remember how long it takes?
For you to put your gas mask on, you have to put it on pretty quick. I'm guessing about 10, maybe 15 seconds at the most.
No, it's even quicker. It's almost 3.
Oh, it's updated.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys, this is another reason we don't use yellow smoke. We use green and purple and gray, right? Because yellow smoke is real close to what the gas looks like. So in game, we got two types of gas, yellow and red. Yellow will knock you out in a few seconds. Red will kill you. So if you're on PC or Xbox, we can't do it right now, but imagine you got your gas mask. I like to keep it in my shirt where I can grab it at a second's notice, right? Nothing else in my shirt. That way I can just quickly grab it. PS5 guys, you won't have to deal with it. I don't believe. So we're going to practice right now. Now, what do you think you do when you see gas? It's just like
Oh, we're called
contact.
out.
Yeah, you call it out, you echo it, right, everybody. So it's gas, gas, gas. And then down the line, gas, 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 right? And as you're saying gas, 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 you're going to your inventory and throwing your mask on. Because if you don't have your mask on, you're not going to be able to carry your buddy out of the gas if he doesn't get his mask on, right? So first thing you do is gas, 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 so your buddy hears you, right? Because he might be shooting, he might be 20 people down that way. So we got to let everybody know gas, and then put your gas mask on, right? All right, so everybody start jumping.
Let everyone
Everybody start jumping up and down.
Radio.
Well, with gas, you want to use proximity and you want to echo it because you don't know what everybody's working on. But yeah, you could use the radio if you had perfect comm. All right, keep jumping. What do you do?
Gas, gas,
Gas, gas, gas, gas, gas.
Gas, 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 gas.
All right, you can stop jumping. You can stop jumping. So before we, back in the day, we'd have gas masks and everything, and we'd have you guys practice this. But to let the PlayStation guys join us, we just took it out. But yeah, you all get the idea, right? You're over here, you know, you're talking to your buddy, you're shooting shit. Hey, they're coming this way, and you hear gas, gas, gas from way over there. What do? You echo it.
You echo it to your buddy.
You echo it so the guy around the corner hears you, and you put your mask on, right? Everybody track?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now let me get 4 guys stacked up right here on the wall, and everybody else watching.
I already know how to do this.
As you
Well,
were.
if you know how to do it, I want you to help. You be the first guy in line.
Sorry, as you were. Stand
Oh,
by.
you're good, Saber.
Go ahead and go over here. Go back over here. Against the wall. Yeah, just come back over here. 1 second, guys. So Cossack, Ray, come over here.
Oh, this is Dark Saber, guys. He's just using a different.
Cadre Pyro, you able to help us out? So we don't actually have him run it anymore. We do it ourselves.
Oh, okay. You just show him.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Yeah. So Cadre Pyro, you there? Okay. So we're just gonna run it together. So you're gonna still lead this.
If you need me to jump in, I can.
Nah.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Ninja's returning. All right.
Yeah, it's okay. So go ahead and explain to everything. Bad Hombre, come over here. Thank you.
All right.
Go
What we're
ahead.
doing right now, guys, is CQB, close quarters. All right. So typically you'd have a 4-man stack if you're going to be checking a door or a building. If you've got time and you don't have much intel on the building, you can pie it. That's what you call it when you look like this. You're going to kind of semicircle around. Right, so that's one thing you might get a call out for, pie the door. All right, so you check the door, you know, get some intel on what you're doing. Say we're not going to pie the door and we're just going to breach it. Call your breacher up, and then make sure everybody knows that you're set, right? So I'd say 1 set. And it'd go down the line, right? 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set. Guy in the back, if you'll notice, he's watching our ass. He's not facing this way. We're all going in the door. He's backing in the door, all right? So that's typically your MG gun. He's going to be here because he's got 4 times the firepower, right? He can cover your ass once you get inside.
Cool.
All right, everybody tracking? Makes sense?
Just,
Okay.
just Cadre.
So it's going to be, you never know who's going to be in the stack, right? You might be in a stack with the Command Sergeant Major, and you never know when you're checking buildings because there's so many of them. But typically, you'd have like your team lead or your medic as number 3 or 2, you know, give them a little protection. You'd have, you know, a breacher or a point man up here going in first. All right, so we got 2 types of entryways. Anybody tell me what this room right here is?
Center
I'll
fed.
give you,
Well, actually,
I'll give you a hint. There's a corner right
the
here.
corner fed.
Right, corner fed. And like he said, center fed is the other one, right? So if there wasn't a wall right here, and the room opened up that way as well, that'd be a center fed. So, let's see if I have a center fed over here.
Yeah, every room over there is a center fed, technically.
Okay, perfect. Alright, everybody over here, we're gonna do a center fed room.
So we'll just show them this room.
Just show them this room? Okay, cool. Never mind, guys, sorry. We'll just show you the corner of it.
Go ahead and go outside.
Alright, so
we'll just
you got
run
your
it
4
for
guys
once.
on the wall? Good to go.
Go ahead and call.
Alright, so I'd say we got a door breaching, 1 set.
2 set, 3 set.
Yeah, go down the line, right?
Yeah,
and you call breaching.
I just got back from Eden. Just got back down from Eden. Sorry, but yeah, I'm training.
Okay, what did you do then, guys?
Half hour.
He closed the door.
I was on.
My bad.
Yes.
My
So
damn radio
that's
popped
he
up.
was showing you what you don't want to do, right? He's showing you what you don't want to do. Because if you close the door, then everybody else kind of gets stuck, right? I've seen this happen many times out in the field. So you want to be careful of how you do that, right?
I think we're probably bring that to the game.
Yeah, and then what else he would not do? We can check for booby traps, right? So he's showing you the things that we need to ensure that we do, right? Because otherwise he could have just gotten blown up in there, right? So the first thing that we're gonna do, Cadre Pyro, go ahead and stack up.
Hey,
Right.
real quick, Mommy Outlaw just got back.
Okay. Just go ahead and go over here. So the first thing that we're gonna do, Cadre Riot is gonna call for a breach, right? So we're gonna do the sets again, right? So go ahead.
1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
4 set. Alright, after that, Cadre Riot's gonna call for a breacher up.
Breacher up.
Cadre Pyro pied the entire door, and now they're gonna check for booby traps. From this point, you can either talk to each other, say good to go, or you can use hand signals. So you can do up and down, right? At this point, Cadre Pyro is gonna open the door closest to him, because the door opens outwards, which will allow me and Cadre Riot to float in as quickly as possible. Okay?
Hey, Firm.
So go ahead and Riot, breach. So we're gonna breach.
Breach.
Demonstration, and then saber and tell them what's going on with you.
Go ahead and follow. Come inside, Jim.
Stand to the side.
I'll go to your
the
left.
rest of the trainings.
I want everybody to come inside over here, on this corner over here. Now, note how we couldn't see this guy from the outside, right? So when we came in, I first got him. Cadre Riot went right, as he should, right? Or you can go left. In reality, you can go either way. You just have to call it out. This time, I went left, and I got this guy, and he pushed in. He noticed that there was 2 doors, so he announced that 2 doors to the right, double doors down the hallway, right? And then he went over here, breached this small room, killed the bad guy in there, right? I killed that guy. Now the next thing, right, we have